Welcome to Power User with Crash Long Johns. That's me. In today's video, we are continuing the SharePoint Novice series with out-of-the-box form by giving you a brief overview of the list form functionality. In the list form functionality, there will be items that I'll touch on that are categorized as a Cat 2 topic that I'll be coming back to at a later date when I get into the Cat 2 SharePoint series. So let's get started and jump over to the computer. Now that we're at the computer, we're at our Crash Long Johns communication site, and we're going to now look into the out-of-the-box SharePoint list form. So let's go ahead and just create us a new list. In this instance, let's go ahead and just utilize the travel request template and get a quick list created here. So we're going to use the template, and we're just going to say for illustration, give it a description here. Now that we have a quick template created for travel request, we'll see that it's got trip title, reason for travel request, etc. And if we actually hit new now, you'll see that we have an out-of-the-box SharePoint list form. So it's asking, to fill in the trip title and all the other information that is based on the columns that have been created. So in this case, we can type in trip title, say Europe, Y, for fun, requester, let's say Crash Jr., destination, let's say, and if I can spell, start date, October the 11th, travel end date, we'll just say October 22nd, airline, just pick one of the estimate airfare. Let's say I got a good deal for 700. Hotel, say I got a good deal for all that time, say 600. Oh, actually, sorry, let's talk about the hotel. So Marriott's giving us a bunch of different places. So we'll just say pick one. Now put the cost. And we'll say it's been approved. And we'll go ahead and hit save. So there we have everything's captured in, and travel request information's been filled in. If you hit new again, then can enter another one. The other thing is, if you need to update something, you can either select it and then do the details pane and update it in the details pane. When you make the update here, it'll be right away. It'll save once you add it. There's no save button, so it's a quick save. Or you can do edit, and it'll pop open up again the out-of-the-box form, and you can make the change and then have to hit save. There's also a way that you can hit edit in grid view, which then puts in a grid, and you can change each of these by double clicking on them. That one's a read only. So then you can make changes that way also. I'm going to exit the grid view. When we actually hit new, we also have the ability to go in to our little booklet here, drop that down, edit columns. We can actually edit the columns. With editing the columns in the form, out-of-the-box list form, you can actually say, okay, well, don't want to see approved. but everything else we need a C. And so I can hit save, close that out. Going to do a quick page refresh. Now if I go new, you'll see when I scroll down that the approved is gone. Not visible anymore. It's still in the SharePoint list, it's just not visible in the actual like out of the box form. If I even click on the little in details pane like before, it's also not going to show there either. Now if we do the edit in grid, you'll see edit in grid, I can do the approved. The other thing in here, if we do our little booklet, configure layout, not going to go too much into this because again, this will be for a later video that kind of gets into more of a Cat 2 intermediary type thing. But basically you can now format the header, body, and footer utilizing JSON. The other thing that can also be done is customize with Power Apps. We'll get into that in later videos also. So those are two other pieces that can be done with an out-of-the-box list form. If you get to the point where you actually need to utilize the Power Apps, it's kind of better suggested that you do just a Canvas app versus kind of the customized list form, just to help you out that you can have a little bit more flexibility with the Canvas app versus the customized app for what you might need to be able to do for your department, client, etc. So that was a quick look at pretty much the out-of-the-box list form. If you appreciated the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like what you're seeing so far, click subscribe so that way you can see and get notified about future videos coming. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Until next time, keep learning.